Hello, this is Ted, and I have just recently watched on television on Trinity Broadcasting Network, and I have seen things on Daystar Broadcasting Network, and in different places, things that are, and people, clergy, churches and clergy that are subtly to obviously to blatantly teaching and preaching now against TED, including specifically Isaiah 9:6, and trying to explain that the everlasting Father is something else, and the titles in Isaiah 9:6 are telling you that he is something else, and twisting and contorting and going through enormous effort to try to explain this when it is not accurate. They are taking Isaiah 9:6 and trying to again twist and contort and try to say that the Messiah does not have to be the everlasting Father himself, the Father himself. It does not have to be God himself. It can be the Son of God, or God the Son, or another God, when it has to be God himself. It has to be the everlasting Father, who's only one. And they keep looking up, or looking their eyes up, like God was up and Jesus was on earth. Jesus was God and was on earth. Ted is God, and Ted here is on earth. And you subtly to blatantly preaching against me, churches, clergy, and people out there that are teaching against me and pulling people against me now that you have had adequate notification. I want the host to really try to punish and curse and obliterate you now, because you're going against me. You're doing a terrible thing. On the first coming, I was rejected by the temple leaders and the top clergy and religious scholars of that time. I was crucified on the cross, and it's happening again. You are rejecting me, and you're basically have your leaders and religious scholars, some of you, subtly to blatantly teaching and preaching against me now, and this is actually making me furious. And I'm not happy with it. I see it, and I see some of the subtle mocking and jeering some of you are putting out there too, and you do not understand the truth. I'm trying to give you more of the truth, and you definitely do not understand it. And some of you are not even studying enough. You just get a few opinions, and that's all you want to hear.